we go. I love your hat.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you? I'm going to start with the same question that I always start with, which is what time do you wake up on Mondays and what's the first thing you do?
On Mondays, I wake up at 7 a.m. to start a really busy day. Mondays and Tuesdays are my busiest days.
Yeah. What's the first thing you do after you get out of bed?
I'm a coffee drinker now. So I'll make coffee, and since it's the fall time, I like the pumpkin spice creamer.
Oh, nice. Last time we talked, you told me that your go-to caffeine is 4 shots of espresso. So the pumpkin has replaced that.
Girl, you know what? Coffee is dangerous because I got used to the 4 shots and I was like, I need to calm down. So I stopped taking the 4 shots.
No, that's so real. Do you have a go-to breakfast or anything like that?
I eat bagels or I eat sausage with eggs.
Oh, yum. And do you take any vitamins?
Um, I try to. I try to take vitamin C and D and things that keep you healthy during this time.
Nice. What's your beauty routine like?
Oh, girl, so I mask every other day. I know you're supposed to mask like 3 to 4 times, no, 2 to 3 times a week, but I mask every other night because I'm wearing so much makeup on set and photo
Mm.
shoots and my pores get clogged, so I mask almost every other day.
Do you have a go-to mask that you like?
I love Ula Henriksen. I love the Tatcha, the purple cream one. Um, what's another one? Oh, and Glam Glow is really good as well.
Cool. And what did you do to celebrate Thanksgiving last week?
I went to sleep.
It's the best way to celebrate almost anything, right?
Yeah, but my family is so big and they have so much fun. So I had what, FOMO because I was like watching all of like their snaps and like Instagrams. But I went to sleep for like 2 days straight.
Yeah, you needed it. And earlier this month, you released the music video for Back to the Streets, your song featuring Janae Aiko. It's really fun. So I was wondering if you could tell us about it and what was the best part of recording it.
Um, I think what makes Back to the Street so special is, it's a fun breakup song. Normally breakup songs are like mad and angry and sad, but I was like, sometimes it's good to get back to your independency. So, independency. A little tired this morning.
Totally fair. And on YouTube, you also shared some behind the scenes highlights from shooting the music video, including that you do your own stunts, which was really cool. Were you nervous at all to do that?
No, I was a avid tree climber when I was a kid. So I think doing stunts is just so second nature because me and my cousins would just climb trees, ride bikes, and go down hills with skateboards all day. So I think it's exciting.
Well, the platform shoes that you do them in take it to another level, right?
Oh my gosh, it just makes it like a bragging right. Like, girl, I was riding a bicycle with some stripper heels.
No, it was amazing. And how's your upcoming album going? What are your songwriting and recording routines like?
Honestly, PBM was done before quarantine, but the more I record, the better I get. So I'm switching out songs a lot, and I think one day I'm gonna do like a lost tapes type of thing because I have so much unreleased music that was supposed to go on high maintenance, that was supposed to go on ICEP, that I won't be making PBM because I want to put my best songs on my debut album.
Cool. I mean, that's kind of a silver lining, like an unusual opportunity, isn't it?
Um, the issue with me is I was always trying to save songs from my debut album. So there was a lot of great songs that didn't make high maintenance ICEP because I always thought I was gonna follow up with the album. But
Mm,
now that I'm in super album mode, like I have like my top songs, and then after that I'll probably just do like a lengthy mixtape or a lengthy just lost tapes type of thing with all of my music on it.
cool. And I also read that you're taking vocal lessons. How are those going?
Um, it's going good. I can definitely see like an R&B Saweetie coming out because Back to the Streets was like the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. And what's it been like in general making music during the pandemic?
Mm, it's fun. the more I like, record, the better I get. But what I do miss is performing these songs live because who knows when we're gonna get out of quarantine. So I'm just envisioning like how my shows will go, but it's just like I don't know when my shows will be because of quarantine. So it's like a bittersweet, like great songs, but I can't perform them live.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any advice for young artists who are starting out and want to make their music stand out on social media?
I think just staying true to yourself. I know that I get a lot of backlash for sampling, but I'm gonna sample for the rest of my life. So because I know that that's my specialty and I'm good at
Yeah.
it, I'm not gonna let criticisms or critics deter me from doing what I love the most. So always just like sticking true to what you love in your brand.
Yeah. When do you feel most empowered?
When I'm getting money.
uh, and where do you draw your musical inspiration from?
From life. Yeah, from life. I have like my notes section in my phone is very unorganized, but it's like a stream of consciousness just throughout the notes and how I'm feeling, bars I want to use in my songs. Cause like I'll think of like my bars when I'm working out or when I'm driving. It's really weird, but those are like my most innovative times for thinking of like clever lines.
Yeah, they just kind of come to you then.
hmm
Yeah. And do you have a dream person you'd like to collaborate with?
Um, I would really love to go into the archives of Tupac or Aaliyah because they were like my favorite artists growing up. So definitely one of those two.
Cool. And you now have IC University, you have such cool merch. Can you tell us a little bit about your business ventures outside of music?
When it comes to music, I definitely see the brand Icy superseding Saweetie. So when it comes to like business, acting, fashion, philanthropy, I feel like Icy will end up being like a powerhouse. So I think music is a foundation, and then from there I'll be able to conquer my other interests.
Yeah, it's your empire.
Yeah, girl, something like that.
Yeah. And you recently said that you're at your best and most comfortable when you're alone, and you said it was part of only child syndrome. What sorts of things do you like to do in your alone time?
Um, I mean, right now I just like to sleep.
Yeah.
It's ironic, but we're actually working more in quarantine than outside of quarantine because they're just requesting for us to do everything in-house or at home. So I feel like my days are a lot crazier and a lot busier in quarantine.
Yeah. And you did launch IC University earlier this fall. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Um, I see university is a way for me to give out wisdom, game, and just stuff that I learned throughout my life and stuff that was given to me from the people in my family. So instead of me going on like a Twitter rant or, a story rant on Instagram, I wanted something timeless and something that, the girls and the boys can always refer back to.
Yeah. In one of the episodes, you talk about doing daily affirmations. What are the daily affirmations that you do yourself?
Let me tell Ruben I'm big. I'm sorry, can you repeat that? My manager was calling me.
Oh yeah, no problem. Oh, sorry. In one of the episodes or lessons of IC University, you talk about the importance of daily affirmations. So I was wondering, what are some of the daily affirmations that you do?
Well, I can only speak for myself. And when you're busy, and especially when you're a public figure and you're a woman and you're always getting constructive criticism, hate, and all of these unwanted opinions, like the habit of thinking negatively kind of becomes a norm. So I try to get myself out of that. And the way that I do that is with positive and daily affirmations. I actually have this book called The Wisdom of Florence Shovelshin. It's really good. But besides that, you have the power to create your own affirmations. The affirmation that I give myself every morning is because now that I'm an early bird, I used to be like someone who used to sleep in just forever. But what gets me out of bed is, do you want to be great today? And I always tell myself yes. So ever since I like changed my mindset of being excited for the day, like better things have been happening. My mindset is a lot more, um, there's intent, there's purpose, and I'm able to just work through all these crazy hours with a positive attitude.
Cool. Do you have any tips or tricks for avoiding burnout when you're working back-to-back hours like that?
No. I mean, if you gonna burn out, you just gonna burn out, girl.